So before we would play with this at generalization verbal, we have to know the chant. So, let's do this. You find the meter. Would you please show me macrobeats in your body, microbeats in your hands, and I want you to decide if you're audiating do-day or do-daddy. So close your eyes, please. Here's my chant. 2 little astronauts nibbling on a prune decided to visit the man in the moon. I'll get the rocket, said one of the pair. Good, said the other, and I'll comb my hair. Eyes open. What were you audiating as the microbeats? If you were audiating do-day, raise your hand. If you were audiating do-daddy, raise your hand. What? And you might have a conversation with the kids and lead them to realizing, oh, the first part was do-day, and the second part was do-daddy. So let's put those triple meter microbeats on our shoulders. Now, if you were at verbal association and I didn't think you were ready to find that on your own, we would just do this. 2 little astronauts nibbling on a prune decided to visit the man in the moon. I'll get the rocket, said one of the pair. Good, said the other, and I'll comb my hair. We're going to call the first part of the chant A. For the A part of the chant, we're going to put the macrobeats in our feet, and I'd like you to practice by chanting do-day. For the B part of the chant, we're going to pretend that we are astronauts walking on the moon. So you're going to do a little moonwalk like this. Do-daddy, 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 do. And you're going to whisper those microbeats. Just in our spots, ready, here, you whisper. Do-day, do-day. 2 little astronauts nibbling on a prune decided to visit the man in the moon. I'll get the rocket, said one of the pair. Good, said the other, and I'll comb my hair. Nice. So for the first part of the chant, when it was do-day, the meter was?
Duple meter.
But for the moonwalk, when it switched to do-daddy, the meter was?
Triple meter.
All right, this time we're going to do some moving around the room. During the A part of the chant, and what's the meter for the A part of the chant?
Duple.
Because the microbeats are
Do-day.
Hammer them over the head with those labels. We're going to walk anywhere in the room as long as you're in self-space, and you're going to put those macrobeats in your feet while you're whispering do-day. But when it gets to the B part in triple meter, you're going to stay wherever your feet happen to be, and you're going to do your moonwalk just in that one spot. Do-daddy, do-daddy. Ready, here we go. 2 little astronauts nibbling on a prune decided to visit the man in the moon. I'll get the rocket, said one of the pair. Good, said the other, and I'll comb my hair. Very nice. We might practice, by the way, I don't think we've said this out loud. A lot of the activities we do here, this is like days worth of stuff with your kids, right? Like just what we've done so far, how long do you think that might take?
2 or 3 lessons.
Yeah, like maybe 2-ish, 3-ish class periods if they're just learning the chant, labeling the meter, and then getting to the movement. Unless you have kids that are really well behaved and get everything right the first time. Maybe that's one day for you. It wasn't for me. All right, so let's say now we are ready to bridge to a little more generalization verbal. Okay, we would review the chant, we would review moving to the A part and the B part. And this time, I'm gonna make up some rhythms just with bumpers. And your job is to decide if you're audiating do-day. And if you are, what meter is that again?
Duple.
You're gonna show me that walking like we did for the A part. But if you're audiating do-daddy, that would be triple meter, so you're going to show me your moonwalk just in one place. Let's see if I can trick you. Ready, here we go. Now I would start with the kids like I'll model. And half of them won't have switched, so I'll be like, you should be moonwalking. So just to kind of get them in the groove, and then I stop. And then I just watch. All right, let's see if you can tell. Here I go. Ba 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 ba. Oh, you're too good. Obviously, don't switch that quickly with kids. I'm just doing that for you because y'all need a little more audiational challenge than second graders would. But that would be generalization verbal. And yeah, some of them can copy what other kids are doing, but you will know those kids that get the change right away versus the domino effect of copying. Yeah. Was that generalization verbal?
It's kind of like,
you labeled.
Okay, so this is why I'm asking. When I first came up with this activity, I did it with first graders before we even did syllables. Actually, I have a video I can show you sometime. They didn't even know the terms duple and triple yet. We just did this with the bubas, and I showed them the movements, and I was like, oh, I'm doing partial synthesis with first graders. This is the coolest thing ever. And then I realized, no, this is not partial synthesis. Why is this not partial synthesis? It's going to make more sense once we've talked about partial synthesis. Because I have no way of guaranteeing that the buffos coming out of my mouth are familiar patterns that I've taught you. And I have told you, this is duple, this is triple. Now, if I did this, Rhythm Unit 6A1. Ba 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 ba. Everybody walk. Ba 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 ba. That was duple. Ba 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 ba. This one was triple, and I'd explain, a little more, reviewing what duple and triple is. Then I would only chant those two series of patterns moving around the room, because then I know I've taught you the duple set, I've taught you the triple set, you know the answers to both, and you're just recalling, you're recognizing the answer. Make sense? Mm-hmm. But at generalization verbal, I'm just making up whatever the heck I want to make up, and I'm seeing if you can figure out the changes. Generalization verbal. Good deal.
Even though you're not